Hello and welcome to Being Shakti. Today we will look at the power of letting go, also called the power to merge and the power to pack up. I think all of us tend to hold on to past events, to concerns we have about the future. What if? Suppose this happens, suppose that doesn't happen. And our minds are filled with these concerns and preoccupations. Spiritual practice is something that you do throughout the whole day. Of course, every one of us spends time in quiet contemplation, meditation, pondering, developing the self, accumulating spiritual power through the practice of meditation. But the proof of the practice is in practical situations. Letting go of things that happen throughout the day. It is the nature of things, the nature of life, that great university, that circumstances, situations will arise. They will persist for some time and then they will fade away. In our lives, there are people, significant people, or people who are just passing through, but the same goes for everyone. Someone comes into your life, they are with you for some time, you don't know how long, but sooner or later, either you will go or they will go. The same applies to things. We give a lot of importance to certain things that we love, that hold important memories for us, that mean something to us more than the value of the thing by themselves. But they come, they're with us for a while, and then they go. In the same way, places. Everyone likes to have a place they can call their own, where you are comfortable because you are surrounded by your things, you have your familiar view, your familiar chair, table, items that are part of your life. But sooner or later, something will happen. They will grow old, they will get lost, they will get broken, they will get taken, you give them away. Everything is with us for a while, we don't know how long, and then it goes. Circumstances and situations arise, and very often something happens which we would say it's a bad thing, and we hold on to it. We feel in the mind, this should not have happened, this should not have been said, this should not have been done. And holding on means to repeat, thinking about it, thinking about the situation, thinking about the person, going over it again and again. And by doing that, you drain your energy. The power of letting go is key in conserving our spiritual energy, and especially in staying free, staying light, staying easy, because we know that whatever happens, it is what it is. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. And I have to flex with it. Let it be what it is and let go. It's really so helpful to not hold on, to keep the mind free, like a vast blue sky or a vast ocean. Keeping the mind free means that your soul is really in its power. And when the mind is free and the heart is light, then you're able easily to focus within and connect to the one beyond, the source of power, the source of that energy that we need to handle the constant flow of challenges that comes every day. Sometimes you will feel so tied to a situation that you are unable to let go. You know that you should let go, but you can't let go. And so, what to do in a situation like that? I think the importance of a spiritual practice is to look at the study that is the basis of the spiritual practice and the meditation. And the study provides us with deep wisdom. And when you are going through life through the filter of spiritual knowledge, then you see things differently. So whenever there is something that you really can't let go of, how will we interpret that? We will say, okay, this is a bondage of karma. And karma philosophy is deep and broad, and we have done many sessions on karma philosophy that you can take a look at. But a karmic bondage can be very much of a bondage of the mind. That is, that you are so tied to the memory of what happened that you cannot let go. And so using the practice by saying to yourself, whatever it is that happened, it happened for a reason. It happened for my benefit. It happened so that I could learn something, so that I could understand something. And in this way, we move ourselves away from this was wrong. When we think that this was wrong, we hold on to it. But if you think it happened for me to learn something, for me to gain something, for me to understand something, then it's all about getting the message. And maybe you have to think about it for a while before you really understand what this was all about. Because when you look at life as a school or a university, and all the things that happen are for your personal edification and for your personal enrichment, then you look for the gold. Normally, people don't do that. They look for what's wrong. Our culture has taught us that finding fault is good, but in fact, finding fault ties us further into bondage. But finding the keys, finding the gems, finding the wisdom, the pearls, the diamonds of clarity and understanding, it's all about me getting richer, wiser, more experienced and stronger, so that there is this angle of vision that nothing happens but to make me a better me. Then it's very easy to be light, and when you have taken benefit from something, you've understood something, then you don't need to think about it anymore. Why we hold on to it, why we think we have to keep on, tying our mind up like a dog eating a bone that it won't let go of. Why should we put ourselves in that situation? It really doesn't make any sense. Life is not for that. But it all depends on our perspective And it also depends, do I have the power to do this? It's easy to say, but not necessarily so easy to do, which is why spiritual practice is something you do from the moment you wake up in the morning all the way through till the night, and even on into your dreams, because it is also called karma yoga. That means you are connected with the source, you are connected with the wisdom while in action. That means that you are able to walk your talk, but we have to accumulate power. Accumulation of power comes through meditation, and to be able to arrange your life and adjust your time so that you can get everything done that you want to do, and let go of all the things that are just time consuming, energy consuming, and really don't enrich you. Then you can say you're also a master of your time. Meditation is a way for the individual to connect with the soul. We have to become soul conscious, really aware of the self as that spirit within, the being of light, the eternal, the immortal, that spark of life that animates this body, and connect that in focused attention with the source, the supreme being, the light. It means concentration. It means that the thought, the attention, the awareness, the perception, all of this is lined up. I am under the influence of me and the influence of the Supreme Being, the Source, the Force, and all the other things that try to bring me under their influence. Well, I don't have to come under their influence. I use them to my advantage, not in a selfish way, not in a bad way, but really use them, because all of these things that happen to us in life are perception. Perception is through eyes, ears, nose, mouth, skin, and the place where we experience perception is the mind. So my mind is the most important part of me. I live within my mind, and I experience the world through the senses in my mind. And it's up to me how I interpret and what importance I give to everything that I experience through the senses. But we're also influenced by the inner world, because throughout this life, throughout many lives, we have absorbed many, many experiences. It's only at this time, when we study spiritual knowledge deeply, that we can process the ideas in a way as to always enrich the self. And then you're always at an advantage. Even something seems to be negative, but you have the possibility to turn it to your advantage by seeing the benefit of it, seeing the depth of it, the meaning of it, and taking it as something that broadens your experience, your expertise, and then you will say, it is what it is, not good, not bad, it is, and it is for me. Living in this mentality of self-regard, self-honor, and seeing everything for the self means that you bring in a huge energy that is positive, so that your connection with the source is bringing energy from there. Your orientation and how you interpret your perception also brings you positive energy, and you are able to really dance in life and enjoy to the full, whether the moments are very dark or very bright, whether it is very challenging or very rewarding, but always you are able to be the one who is profiting, gaining, taking benefit, and living life to the full, the whole spectrum of feelings. Let us take a few minutes to ponder upon this and think about this power of letting go. Turn the self within. Let yourself feel the inner dimension, knowing the self as a pure being of light, the eternal, the immortal, the being who is genderless, colorless, classless, cultureless, just pure consciousness. And let yourself move beyond the physical form. Let go of your image, your body, your local identity, how people see you, what they think of you, and be who you really are, in your power. Light-hearted and deep. Turn your mind beyond the everyday world. Connect with the source, the light. Far beyond the world of everyday, the world of matter, in the dimension of light, a dimension of deep understanding. That light, your friend, the source of inner strength. Focus on that point. Open yourself. Let the energy flow in. Feel the light illuminating you. You become still and quiet. And the energy fills you. You're soft and strong, light and deep. You are in the flow. And gently let yourself return back, reconnect with your physical body and the everyday world around you, yet still with the light in your power. Freely able to let go, no matter what. So think about this, practice this, and try out these ways in different circumstances of your life where letting go is really the best solution for the challenge. Thank you, and goodbye.